What's good, y'all? It's your girl Samaya. Welcome and welcome back. How y'all doing? So in today's video, as you see by that title, I will be telling you guys some things that I wish I knew growing up, some things that I wish I knew like within my teenage years. That's my dog. So if y'all hear like some licking, tapping, whatever, that's my dog. But I did write down some things. I wrote down 20 different things. I don't know if I'm going to go through this whole list. Okay, so I don't have the best of handwriting, so I might have some trouble reading some of these things. But yeah, first thing that I'm going to say, don't be scared of judgment. People are going to say whatever they want to say about you. People are going to have an opinion about you, whether you're doing good or whether you're doing bad. So regardless of anything, do you. Do what makes you happy. And yeah, don't be worried about what people got to say about you. Because people going to talk regardless. And 9 times out of 10, if they are talking bad about you, it comes from a place of jealousy. They wish they could be in your shoes. They wish they could have the opportunities that you could have. So just prove them wrong. Keep doing what you're doing and prove them wrong. But don't do it specifically to prove somebody wrong. Do it for you. Do it to prove it to yourself. Like, I can do this shit regardless of what anybody got to say. So, yeah, don't be worried about what nobody got to say. Because people going to talk regardless if you're doing good or if you're doing bad. And even if they ain't got nothing to say, they will make some stuff up. So don't worry about what people saying about you or what people may think about you. Life goes on and only time will tell. Next thing I want to say is don't hold grudges. Holding grudges takes so much energy and so much peace from you. If somebody does you wrong, forgive them. It might not be right then, it might not be right in that moment, and it might not be easy, but forgive them and move on for you. Because at the end of the day, forgiveness is for you. It's not for the other person, because they might not even think that they wrong within the situation. They might think that they had every valid reason to do whatever it is that they did to you. So if you feel like that someone has done you wrong, if y'all are adults enough to talk about it, talk about it. But at the end of the day, forgive them, because life goes on and time don't wait for nobody. And you can miss out on your blessings from being bitter and having hatred in your heart. We are meant to love. We are meant to be a light source. So yeah, don't hold grudges towards people. Let it go. It is what it is. You don't have to necessarily let them back into your life, but forgive them. Forgive them for yourself. I promise you're going to feel so much better once you release that off of you and you just keep going on with life. And at the end of the day, if you chase your dreams and you do what you're called to do within your life, they're going to see that and they're going to regret ever doing what they did to you in the end. I promise you. I guarantee you they're going to regret it. Next thing I want to say is stick up for yourself. Don't be scared to stick up for yourself, because if you don't stick up for yourself, nobody's going to stick up for you. It don't matter. It can be within a friendship. It can be within a relationship. It could just be somebody random. If somebody trying to play in your face, relationship-wise, like platonic, somebody that you're dealing with, don't let nobody disrespect you. Don't let nobody play in your face. And like, yeah, growing up, I would be told, you know what I'm saying, like, if somebody hit you, hit them back type of thing. But I wasn't taught to, like, if somebody talking bad about you, to not stand up for yourself, basically. I was never taught how to stand up for myself, because there's different ways you can stand up for yourself. Even if it's just it's something as simple as, like, somebody, like, nudging you or whatever, you being like, hey, what's up with you type thing. Maybe not to that extent, but if you feel disrespected, say something. At the same time, though, know when to pick your battles. You have to know what's worth speaking up for and what's just like, that ain't even worth my time. Because at the end of the day, and this is going to go into my next thing, you have to think about your future. You have to think about, hold on. Yeah, because at the end of the day, you always have to keep your future in mind. Like, for example, I'm a licensed cosmetologist, and there was this girl that I was friends with, I was real cool with, and I could have lost my license behind her. trying to be a friend for someone that wasn't a friend for me. And it's one thing if you have someone that will stick up for you, that will put themselves out for you, but you have to know the difference. You have to know the difference, and you have to know um, what's worth it and what's not. Because when you have something to lose, you have to move differently. You can't move like everybody else. So yeah, there was this instance, there was a situation where I could have lost my license, I could have went to jail. All of these things could have happened behind someone that wasn't even a real friend to me. I was a real friend to them, but she wasn't a real friend to me. And that again will lead me into my next topic. Don't expect anything. Don't expect yourself from people. So basically, like, people have their own minds. People are going to do what they want to do at the end of the day. You can't expect nobody to be the type of person that you are. Like me, if I call you my friend, you my friend, you my family, you my blood. Like, it is what it is. If you call me at 3 a.m. talking about people trying to jump you, I'm going to pull up. but that's just me though. You can't expect that from other people. But don't befriend nobody that wouldn't be willing to put themselves out there for you either. Really, just with friends, just be careful in general, because you can't expect people to treat you the way you treat them. People are raised differently. People have different mindsets. Like, for example, I'm the oldest of all my siblings, so I've always in a sense put other people before me, because I've always had to think of other people, because I am the oldest sibling. I've always had to take care of my siblings. I've always had to maneuver my life according to what they have going on. So you have to find like-minded people that will do the same, that would do the same for you as you would do for them. But don't expect that out of anybody. Like, if you find somebody and you feel like they cool, give them a chance. Give them a chance and just let life happen and see what it is. But if a situation comes up where you realize, like, this is not a real friend, this is not somebody that's worth my time, this is not somebody that really has real value for me, let them go. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Life goes on, and you will find the people that's meant to be in your life. But you have to know who's for you and who's not for you, because that will definitely block your blessings. Having the wrong people around you will delay your life so hard, because God wants to bless you. God wants to give you all of the desires of your heart. But if you have the wrong people around you, it can mess you up big time. So God will not give you something that you yourself are not ready for. Even if you are ready for it, if you have the wrong people around you, you gonna miss out on your blessings. And you're gonna forever be like, what am I doing wrong? Get rid of this person. Get rid of them. And God is not gonna bless you until you remove those people from your life that's not meant to be there. And also watch out for like slick jokes from your so-called friends, like those sarcastic jokes, or they say something that's really mean but they try to say it in a joking way. That is not your friend. I promise you they meant exactly what they said, but they want to put a little LOL or a little hee hee ha ha behind it to try to make it seem like, oh, I'm just joking. I mean, unless you and your friends joke like that, then that's one thing. But me personally, I'm not gonna joke with my friends like that, and I don't expect you to joke with me like that, because that's not funny. That's not funny at all, especially depending on what they saying and what they doing. You know what I'm saying? You just gotta know. You gotta know. You gotta have discernment. You gotta listen to your intuition, and you gotta know who is for you and who is not for you. You know what I'm saying? Because people will be in your face all day, hee hee and ha ha, with you acting like they're your best friend, and then turn around and talk about you like a dog and not have no remorse behind it. So be careful of people like that. Let's see. Next thing is, don't waste your time trying to fix people. So I know, like, me personally, I'm a lover girl. I love love. Like, I crave love. And I definitely feel like that's definitely childhood trauma, from some childhood traumas that I've experienced. I will stick with somebody through thick and thin to try and like wait for them to act right. But one thing about it, especially when it comes down to relationships, like men or even women, people know what they want. People know if they want to be with you or not. Men are very intentional and they know what they want from the beginning. So if you get all these red flags and it's all this confusion, you don't know what's what. One minute y'all cool, the next minute y'all not. He don't have no respect for you. Leave him. That is not the person for you. You will find the right one that treats you like the queen that you are. Someone that will just treat you like you're the only girl in the world. Because to them, you are the only girl in the world. You will never have to question a person's loyalty that is intentional behind you. So if you are ever in a situation where you confused about someone, where you second guessing, and you're like putting your own thoughts on the back burner, trying to give them the benefit of the doubt, don't give them the benefit of the doubt. When someone shows you who they are, believe them the first time. Because I promise you, they meant everything they said. They meant everything they did. They know exactly what they're doing. So don't ever fall for that. Oh, I didn't mean to, or I didn't know. Da-da-da. Now, some things, depending on the situation, people really don't know what they have done to you, because people have different standards. People are raised differently. But some stuff is just common sense. When it comes down to that common sense stuff, and you just feel like somebody playing in your face, let them go. And even if it was an accident on their end, when they move on to their next person, they will know better. Sometimes you have to be someone's listen. As much as you want them to be your person, sometimes you have to just be their listen. And it is what it is. Move on. Life goes on. And I guess that will lead me to my other thing. Listen to yourself. Listen to your intuition. Us as women, we have intuition, and we have intuition for a reason. God gave us intuition for a reason. Listen to yourself. Don't doubt yourself. If you feel like something is going on, something is going on. If you get a feeling to not go somewhere or not do something, don't go to that place. Don't do that thing, because your intuition is speaking to you for a reason. There has been so many instances where I wish I listened to myself, but I was like, not even that I thought I was crazy, I just didn't want to do it, or I didn't want to listen to myself. I wanted to go and see whatever it was. I wanted to go and explore whatever it was, and it just left me hurt in the end. Y'all, this dog is snoring. But yeah, a lot of things just left me hurt in the end because I wasn't listening to myself. So make sure that you're listening to yourself. Don't ever feel like your intuition is leading you wrong, because I promise you it's not. This one is a big one. Save your money while you can. Me personally, I didn't get the chance to save my money. I got kicked out when I was 18. I'm not going to go into that story right now, but I got kicked out when I was 18. And so I was really just like thrown into the world to figure stuff out on my own. So I experienced like paying rent and paying a car note at the same time, along with trying to make sure I'm fed, keeping gas in my car, paying car insurance. All that stuff adds up, and it's not a fun game to play. It's not a game at all, actually. Life is not going to play with you. Life is not sweet. Life is not peaches and cream. So while you are living under your parents' roof or whoever's roof you laying up under, work, make some money, save your money. Because this world ain't going to play with you. This world will chew you up and spit you out and stomp on you and not think twice about it. This world is not fun. The world don't give a fuck about you at the end of the day. Excuse my language. But the world don't care about you at the end of the day. You have to care for yourself. You have to look out for yourself. You have to be selfish and take care of you first. Because when it's all said and done, the world will take everything from you and leave you with nothing. And not think twice about it. So take care of yourself at the end of the day. Stack your money, save your money while you can. Get you a car while you staying with whoever you staying with, and you don't have to pay bills. Pay your car off. Then move on and get your own crib or whatever it is you want to do. But hustle, you gotta have some type of hustle in you. You gotta have something about you that's like, you gotta have this fire in you that's like, I can't sit on my ass. I can't just not do nothing. Cause the longer you just sit on your ass and not do nothing, don't nothing come to what's that saying? Don't nothing come to a sleep but a dream. I don't know. I feel like I'm saying that wrong, but y'all know what I'm saying. Nothing is gonna be just handed to you. Nothing is gonna be just given to you. And if it is, then you are very blessed and highly favored. And I'm not gonna say take advantage of that, but be grateful for that. Because a lot of people don't have people that can just give you your every need, give you your every will. A lot of people really do gotta get it out the mud and hustle and bust their ass to get what it is that they want and what they need. Some people really don't have nobody. Like nobody at all. All they got is themselves and God. And that can be a hard thing to go through when you young. Like I'm only 24. I just turned 24. And I've been on my own since I was 18, trying to figure life out, trying to figure stuff out. And I still don't have it figured all the way out. I just recently had to move back in with my mama as much as I did not want to because of the way stuff happened in the past between us. I had to suck it up and realize like this life shit ain't easy. This life shit ain't sweet. You gotta do what you gotta do to make it happen for yourself, regardless of what happened, regardless of what it is you're going through, regardless of if you're worried about what other people are gonna think about you. You gotta think about yourself at the end of the day. Fuck what other people gotta say about you. Fuck what other people thinking about you. They not in your shoes. They not walking the life that you walking. So regardless of anything, you got to think about yourself and you got to think about your future. You got to think about what's best for you, regardless of what it is that you do or don't want to do. Okay? So yeah, save your money. I'm not saying that to say you can't buy nice stuff. You can't treat yourself here and there, but have a budget for yourself. You know what I'm saying? Set goals for yourself, have limits for yourself. And the more you do right, the more God will give you. There's a scripture on that. I can't think of it off the top of my head. But yeah, the more you do right, the more God will bless you. I feel like I kind of already said something about this, but I'm going to say it again. Don't waste your time looking for love. People know exactly what they want, especially when it comes down to men. They know exactly what they want. When they see you, they know if they want a relationship with you or if they just want to hunch on you. They know exactly what it is they want to do with you. And you can feel like, oh, I can change him. I can do this and that and the third. Try it if you want to. I promise you're going to be somewhere in a corner, balled up crying, wish you never would have messed with him. Believe them when they show you who they are the first time. If you confused about the situation, if you can't get a clear answer, that's your answer right there. Confusion is from the devil. So if you confused about a situation, if you don't know what's what, leave them where they at. Leave them exactly where they had you fucked up at. Okay? I had to do that one short and sweet because I feel like I spoke on that already, but I just had to be specific. Okay? This next one honestly should have been one of the first things I said. Don't let that man pressure you into doing anything you don't want to do. I'm going to say it again. Don't let that man pressure you into doing anything you don't want to do. Because one thing I know 100% for sure, the right man at the right time will wait on you. He will respect your boundaries and he will still love you with all of his heart and treat you like you are just the rarest of jewels, like you were just the most precious thing. Because like I said earlier, men are intentional. They know what they want out of you. So if he really wants a relationship with you, he will not pressure you into doing anything you don't want to do. If you feel pressured into doing anything you don't want to do, that's all that man wants out of you. That's all he sees you as is a tool. So you have to love yourself enough to be like, this ain't it. You're not the one for me. And it is what it is. And it is what it is. Regardless of how anybody feel about anything, you have to put you first at the end of the day. Because you're the one that had to live with those thoughts going through your head. You're the one that have to deal with those emotions. You're the one that has to heal that trauma. You, not them. So don't let nobody feel like you're less than. Don't let nobody feel like you're not worthy of anything. Don't let nobody feel like, don't let nobody make you feel like you are not as valuable as you think you are just because they can't get what they want out of you. Leave them where they had you fucked up at. And another thing, and this one is really big to me because I experienced this, and I will do a story on this when I'm ready, but don't let that man hit on you. Don't let that man put his hands on you. You have to be able to read the signs early on, and don't let nobody abuse you, period. Even if it's not physical abuse. Abuse is abuse. If they're abusing you mentally, emotionally, psychologically, physically, for sure, leave them where they had you fucked up at. And that honestly, I feel like is my whole point of everything. Leave them where they had you fucked up at. Okay? Like, don't let that man put his hands on you. Like, the situation I went through, I was dealing with a dude 6 foot plus, muscular, like 2, maybe even 300 pounds. And he was putting his hands on me. But I wasn't just letting him put his hands on me. I promise you I was fighting back. I'm the only girl out of all my siblings, and I'm the oldest, but I have brothers that are my age from my dad's side. So I'm never just gonna let a dude put his hands on me. Trust and believe I'ma fight back. I'ma do what I gotta do. Even if I gotta squeeze your balls and pull your balls and make you just feel that excruciating pain. Whatever it is I gotta do, I'ma do it. But you have to be able to read the signs early on. And luckily, I wasn't in that situation long because I did notice the signs, but it became too late for me to leave because once I started trying to leave, that's when the abuse really started to happen more and more and more. Like, I tried to leave one time, and the man literally choked me, like took my bags from me, put me in a headlock, and choked me because I wanted to leave. And that was my fault for even getting in that situation because I could have been at my mama's house at that time. But considering like what happened between me and my mom, I didn't want to be in that house because that was the same house that all that stuff happened in. So when I would be there, it's like everything would just replay in my head. And that's why you gotta forgive and you can't hold on to grudges because you will end up in messed up situations because you hurt behind some stuff that happened in the past, and you end up in an even worse situation than what you was already in. So yeah, be able to read the signs early on. Don't let nobody abuse you in any type of way, mentally, psychologically, emotionally, physically. If that man is not treating you like an absolute princess, and not saying he gotta cater to your every will, but if you don't feel safe and protected, if you don't feel like you can be vulnerable with this person, if that person isn't vulnerable with you, then that's not your person. That's not your person. No matter how much you want it to be. And a lot of times we be so tied to people because we have been sexual with them. Soul ties are real, y'all. That's why I say I feel like it's important to save yourself for the right person because you won't have these problems. You wouldn't be so tied to these people if you wasn't being physical with them. And yeah, it might be hard, especially if you've already experienced sex. but you have to know what's worth it and what's not. Your mental, your safety is not worth a quick, you know what I'm saying? It's not worth it. So, yeah, just know the signs early on. Know when to leave. Know when it's not right and listen to your intuition. Because your intuition will never steer you wrong. And I guess this kind of leads me to my next thing. Take care of yourself. Take care of yourself mentally, spiritually, financially, physically. Like, get your hair done, get your lashes done, get your nails done, get your toes done, get that massage. Take yourself out to eat. You know what I'm saying? Go out into nature. Pray to God. Read your Bible. Do all of those things. You can't just take care of yourself physically and you're not taking care of the inside of you. Heal those wounds. Heal that trauma. Go to therapy. Talk to somebody. Granted, some people might not care. That's why I say therapy. Because a lot of times you have these quote-unquote friends and they don't really give a fuck about what you got going on. Because they're going to turn around and tell your business to the next person. If you have somebody that genuinely does care about you and care about what it is that you're experiencing and going through, talk to them. Tell them what it is you're dealing with and tell them what it is that you're going through. Don't bottle it in. Don't hold it in. Because I promise you, it's gonna trickle down into other places in your life and you're not even gonna realize it. So make sure you're taking care of yourself all the way around. Not just in one specific thing, but in all things. Because at the end of the day, all you have is you. Well, you and God. But you only get one you. You only get one you. Don't let yourself go. Don't let yourself get to a point where you can't even look yourself in the mirror no more. Don't get yourself to a point where you can't even think straight no more. Don't get yourself to a point where you can't even laugh and smile no more. I'm not telling y'all, what's the saying? What's the saying? I'm not telling y'all what I heard. I'm telling y'all what I know. I'm telling y'all what I've been through. Because that's a hard ditch to dig yourself out of. And it's not a fun game to play. It's not a game at all. You have to put yourself first. You got to be selfish. You got to put yourself first. You can't worry about what other people got to say. Because at the end of the day, you are the one that's going through it. So take care of yourself all the way around. If you got to sit down, even if it's like smoking a blunt and writing your journal, if that's what makes you comfortable, if that's the best way you can express yourself, do it. Get that anger out. Get that cry out. Get those emotions out. Don't be scared to just cry and let it out. Even if you're in your room by yourself, which is something I recommend. I don't recommend doing it in front of nobody. But get those emotions out. Deal with those emotions. Because if you don't deal with those emotions will deal with you. And you're not going to like the way them emotions deal with you. So handle it. Handle it when it comes up. Handle it while you can. Because if it gets too far to a point where you're just too far gone and you don't even recognize the person you are anymore, and not to say it's too late, but it's going to be hard to dig yourself out of that ditch. It's going to be hard to bring yourself back to the person that you know you are. It's going to be hard, especially if you feel like you're doing it by yourself, because you're not doing it by yourself. God is always with you. And that's one thing I'm going to always promote. God is always with you. God is always right there with you. But sometimes it may feel like God is not there. Sometimes it may feel like God threw you to the wolves, because I felt like that before. I felt like God just threw me out to the wolves and left me to figure stuff out on my own. But the things I went through built me up to the person I am today. And I wouldn't be sitting here telling you guys this stuff if I would have never went through it. I wouldn't be sitting here telling you guys this stuff. I could be helping somebody right now with what I'm saying, and I really hope that I am. But you don't have to go through the things that I went through. You don't have to experience the things that I experienced. That's what I'm telling y'all now. That's what I'm telling y'all now. Put yourself first. Take care of yourself all the way around. Spiritually, physically, emotionally, financially. Especially financially. Because financial abuse is a real thing also. Don't depend on no man to take care of you. Don't depend on it. Always have your own money. Because the second a man feel like he got control of you, he will hold that over your head as much as he can. I ain't telling y'all what I heard. I'm telling y'all what I know. You let a man sit there and pay all the bills and you ain't got nothing going on. Do that if you bold. Do that if you bad. I promise you, the second he feel disrespected by you, the second he feel like he don't need you, the second he don't want you no more, it's a wrap. And you ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing but yourself and the clothes on your back. Always have your own something going on. You don't have to tell that man how much money you got or what you got going on. But take care of yourself. Don't depend on no man to take care of you. Yes, we all want that. We would all love that. And we all deserve that. But don't depend on it. And even if you do have somebody, still have your own stuff going on. That's your money can be emergency funds if y'all need it, you know what I'm saying? Especially for like if y'all married. I'm not married, but my plan is to be married, and that's the mindset I have as far as marriage. The man take care of the responsibilities because that's what a man is designed to do. But you as a woman, you are the helpmate. You have all the emergency funds. Whatever funds you have, that's emergency fund. So if it ever comes to a point where he fall on his ass and he ain't got it no more, he lose his job and money get low, you got it. Y'all are partners at the end of the day, if that's really what's meant for y'all. So don't just depend on no man to just do everything and have everything figured out. Still have your own thing going on, because that man could decide to leave you at any given moment. Any given moment. And then the life you live, the life you was living is just gone. And you ain't got nothing to show for it. Except what? If y'all had kids, but some kids, that's all you got to show for it. It's some kids and all the time that you wasted. Thankfully, I ain't got kids. But you know what I mean? I'm just speaking. I'm just speaking from what I've learned myself from life and what I have seen other people go through within life. Life is the best teacher you could ever have. So now I'm here to teach y'all because I done been through it. Been there, done that, not going back. So if I can help somebody to think more clearly, I'm all for it. And I pray to God that this stuff finds the right people and it finds the right audience and somebody can benefit from what I'm saying. Okay, the next thing I have to say is be confident in yourself. Always be confident in yourself. Don't ever feel like you're not worthy of something because you don't look a certain way or you don't fit a certain stereotype or whatever the case is. Be confident in yourself. There's only one you. God made you the way that you are for a reason. There's only one you. Embrace that. Don't be scared of that. It is what it is. You are you. And the right people will find you. You will find the right people. You will end up being surrounded by the people that you need to be surrounded by. So don't ever fake it. Don't ever feel like you have to be something that you're not. Be yourself. Especially for the girls or guys that's like still in high school or college or whatever the case may be. Because once high school and college is over with, all that high school status and stuff like that goes out the window. All that most popular and stuff, it goes out the window. After you graduate, real life kicks in. You being popular ain't gonna get you nowhere in life. Because a lot of times it be the most unlikely person that ends up on top. You can't expect life to be good just because you most popular, because you the prettiest, or you the most athletic, or you this or you that. Because that's high school stuff. Once high school is over with, all that stuff is over with. All that stuff is out the window. And once it's over with, you're going to be holding on to what you used to be. The person you used to be, what you used to have. That stuff holds zero value in the real world. A lot of those people don't even have real life social skills or real life work skills. So don't feel like you have to be this person in order to be successful, because you don't. I promise you, you do not. Be yourself and be confident in yourself, because you have something good to offer this world, whether you know it or not. Okay, and this is my last thing. I'm at 41 minutes on my timer. So I don't know how long this video is gonna be. So this is gonna be my last point. Don't let other people limit you based off of their limited beliefs. Okay? Hopefully that didn't go over nobody's head, but don't be scared to dream big, basically. Dream big. Dream big. Because at the end of the day, you have those thoughts for a reason. You got those visions for a reason. God gave you the mindset you have for a reason. Don't be scared to dream big. You might feel like it's impossible. You might feel like you will never be able to accomplish it. And if you have people in your ear telling you that that's not realistic, then you're not going to reach those goals. Don't let nobody talk you out of doing something that you truly believe you are meant to do. Don't let nobody make you feel like you crazy for thinking the way that you think. Don't let nobody tell you that what you thinking is not reasonable or not reachable. The sky is the limit. You are limitless. You are limitless. The only limits you have are the limits you put on yourself. You can do anything you want in this world. You can do anything you set your mind to, especially if you have God in your corner. Especially if you have God in your corner. There is nothing that you cannot do. Nothing at all. Nothing that you cannot do. So don't let other people make you feel like you're crazy for having big dreams. Don't let people make you feel like the stuff that you want to do with your life is unrealistic. It's unrealistic to them because they don't believe in themselves. It's not nobody else's job to believe in you but you. You have to believe in yourself, and you have to push yourself to reach your goals, because ain't nobody gonna push you like you. Okay, but I lied though. I got one last thing. One last thing and I'm done. This is something that my grandma told me. Them boys will always be there. Them boys will always be there. Okay, I didn't understand what she said when she told me the first time, but now that I'm older, now that I'm grown up, them boys gonna always be there. Them same boys that was chasing after you in high school, elementary school, college, whatever the case may be, they gonna always be there. They gonna always be chasing after you. I'm telling you, it don't matter if they is in a relationship or not. It don't matter if they got kids. It don't matter if they married. It don't matter. It does not matter. Them boys ain't going nowhere. I promise you. I guarantee you. So don't ever feel like you missing out on something because you're not doing what everybody else is doing, or don't feel like you missing out on a person because, you know what I'm saying, they moved on and got into a relationship and you like this person or whatever the case may be. Girl, if you don't leave them where they had you fucked up at, because them boys gonna always be there. I promise you. I promise you. Okay. So that was enough. I'm at 45 minutes on my timer, and I hope this is not a super long video, but I hope this reached the right people. I hope you guys were able to take something from this, and I really hope I was able to help somebody with what I'm saying right now, or what I've been saying this past 45 minutes. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Make sure you all like, comment, and subscribe. Tell a friend and tell a friend, come check out your girl, because why not? And I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye.